Okay, post game here. The Bulldogs coming away with victory here this evening by a score of 4-2 with Brock Sawyer as the usual. Brock pregame we talked about playing a full 60 minutes, and I think today for the Kings it was a good 60 minutes, but it was a consistent 60, but really not a good enough 60 minutes.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Obviously, we're doing the right things, but you have some inflicted incidences there, and it leads to 4 goals against. So, you give up a shorthanded goal. We over back check on the third one, and then the fourth one we get beat back to the front of the net. So, one little mistake can't compound into something big, and it seems to be happening for us. So, our first period I thought we were pretty good. We had some grade A chances. They had some grade A chances where we had to be better and tighten some things up, but then in the opening 10 of the second period, we were soft, we were tentative, we were playing with the ends of our sticks again, and we weren't competing. So, that's the ball game.
Do you feel that this team maybe like kind of lacks some energy out there?
I wouldn't say energy. I would say we lack some grit and some sandpaper at times. We'd rather cheat and try and poke the puck and not engage physically. I know the game has changed significantly over the past say even like 3 to 5 years and 10 years, but you can't let guys just skate through the middle of the ice and not put a body on them. We're too soft and playing with the ends of our sticks again and trying to poke pucks and strip the puck away from guys all the time, as opposed to just putting a body on and creating separation from the puck. So once we upped our physicality and we started leaning in and pushing back, I thought we put them on their heels, and we were creating more opportunities for ourselves.
Now, the defensive play, I think, much improved for last week. Of course, limited the chances. Of course, a couple lapses, but overall, I think the defensive play here much improved for the Kings.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to see. It was nice to see all 5 guys, on a 5 of dice right around the net and boxing out, letting Mets see things. And but we gambled too much. We were sitting at the craps table, putting our chips on black, and red was scoring. So. We gave up too many odd man rushes against, and they're a team that likes to counter and play quick. And, our turnovers obviously lead to them countering, and they get the chances. So, like I said, it's 4 things that if we tidy up, we'll hold them to maybe 1 or 2 against. But, definitely, we had chances to score as well, and it didn't go our way. I think we hit a few posts, and, he made some good saves when he had to. So, but. All in all, I was proud of our effort. I thought we played and competed hard. Just mistakes where we get puck watching or we careless turnovers and they score. So you clean those up and it's a different game.
Casey Allman dropping the gloves towards the end of the second period. That was coming as him and Klaassen were going at it all game. And, for you as a coach, what do you mean for him to, kind of step up and to do that and to stand up for himself and hopefully, give a little jolt to this Kings squad?
Yeah, that started early in the game between those two. I think it was like first or second shift, but I like it. He's our leader. He plays hard. He's an emotional guy, and he just plays with raw emotion and just keeps going no matter what happens. So I think he kind of got baited into that fight, but boy, did he ever put on a show for the fans, and I would say he got the better of him. So did well. Happy for him. Obviously, our guys have to feed off that when your captain goes to battle for you, and I thought it kind of turned the tides in our favor, and we came out and dominated the third period.
Yeah, and you did have a very good start to that third period. Parker Lalonde scoring early on. You created some more opportunities after that. But again, kind of midway through the period, you take that. Caleb Bentham takes that penalty. You can't really get going. Then Marcus Deshevsky takes that penalty again at the end.
I thought the Bentham penalty could have gone either way or shouldn't have been called. I thought it was holding the stick from their guy, and then we get called for hooking. To me, it's inconsequential. He's still trying to make a play. And then the Deshevsky penalty late, that's a failed breakout, but obviously, puck kind of rolls up and we don't get all the mustard on it to make a pass, and then we have to scramble back, and it's a tough play. So, those are the ones you kill, and obviously our kill was very good again tonight, and that's the game. But obviously penalties hurt you in a time when you're pressing, but I thought we did a good job of pressing down ice and trying to make a go of it, and obviously, just too little, too late, and get beat back to the front of our net, and it's a backdoor tap-in. So, once we learn to keep things in front of us and box out to allow our goalie to make saves and not allow easy backdoor tap-ins, we'll be fine.
And then do you think going forward, the passing still needs to be a little sharper going forward? It seemed a lot today, especially in the second period. The passes in front of guys, behind guys, or just the guys who weren't there.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we work on daily. Obviously it's a key fundamental that is it's very forgotten of in junior hockey. But I always tell guys you can't give a good player a bad pass. So you put it 6 feet around a guy, he should be able to pick it up and somehow or any way to get a stick on it and maintain possession. He might not be able to make a play with it right away because he has to adjust or pull it from his backhand to his forehand, or he might have a guy on him where he has to use his body to shield it and protect it. But for us, obviously, we work on it. I like our instincts tonight and trying to make plays off the rush and connect on some little passes into areas for guys. And it's just something we'll continue to build off of and get better, and eventually those things will start clicking. So, we've had success on it. We work on it a lot. It's when you string it around, you string a few passes together and you snap it around, good things will happen. So I thought in the O-zone, once we established possession, and we started going east-west and low to high and finding shooting lanes, we were really snapping the pill around and creating opportunities for ourselves at the net. And we had some chances there late to tie it at 3, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Now, next week for the Kings, a busy week, 4 games, long road trip. But again, you said much improved today. How does this team build going into a short week next week in terms of practice?
Yeah, obviously not much practice. I mean, glad kind of we had this week to prepare, and just talking to the guys post game. It's a long one. We get out on the road. There'll be 26 of us on the bus and our driver going, at 27 as a whole, and that's our group. That's our focus, is just battling and competing night in and night out. Obviously here we'll review this one Monday when we get down to Chilliwack. We'll have a team meeting in the evening and prepare for our opponent on Tuesday. But you have travel involved. You have the circus of the showcase, and mentally it can be a bit overwhelming. But at the end of the day, we're there to play hockey. We're there to compete and put on a good performance as a team, and handle our business down there for 2, and then we get to head out to the Kootenays in our inaugural trip to Cranbrook, which will be a fun time, and then obviously go into Trail in Kaminko and see the history there in that community. So a lot to build off of here tonight, and a big road trip for us, obviously, to get out and play open-minded, play free, and just enjoy life on the road.
Now, Kings will start that road trip Tuesday, 1 o'clock against the West Kelowna Warriors. Brock, again, thank you for joining me here post-game, and we'll talk to you again on Tuesday.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and hopefully everyone got out today and voted. Obviously, a big day in our community, and hopefully everybody made an informed choice. And congratulations to the winners of today's election. So, look forward to having you guys down at the rink for a game, and hopefully everyone got out and did their part for our community. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, that happened today too. Yeah. Well, again, thank you very much, Brock, for your time. As we'll close things down here on the post-game show. Of course, Kings, leave it on. Yeah, oh yeah. I want to roll with this one here. Kings, 4 games next week on the schedule. Of course, 2 games at the BCHL Showcase Tuesday starting at 1 o'clock as the Kings will take on the West Kelowna Warriors. Then on Wednesday, it is a 10 a.m. start from the Chilliwack Coliseum as the Kings will face off against the Salmon Arm Silverbacks for the first time since 2020 and the first of 2 meetings this season. The Kings will have the off day on Thursday. Then on Friday, the Kings will be in Cranbrook for the very first time. Now, note the start time on that game. Of course, in Cranbrook, there is a 1-hour time change. So the game will start at 7 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Pacific. If you look online on the Kings website, it says 7 o'clock Mountain Time. Please make a note of that. It is a 6 o'clock start Pacific time on Friday. And then on Saturday in Trail, no time change, no nothing, back to the normal time as the Kings will face off against the Trail Smoke Eaters. And that game, once again, 7 o'clock. And that will wrap up our coverage here from Hat Parker Arena this evening. My name is Jordan Kiss. We'll enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll be back with you very shortly on Tuesday afternoon from the Chilliwack Coliseum. The final here from Hat Parker Arena. Bulldogs 4, Kings 2. Good night.